Hi guys, Joe here again, and thank you for dropping by on my channel, visiting me one more time. And today, I'm gonna give you a glimpse of what's in my pedal board. And here it is. This is a homemade pedal board which I made from scrap of wood during a recent construction here at home. So in a nutshell, I have my trusty Jcraft SSH plugged in straight to my Behringer LB1, go to the Knox MG300, and then go into the tuner. The MVAB is a separate entity because this one is Bluetooth, but I rarely use it. With the MVAB you have direct access to the patches and the banks. You just have to press two buttons and you can access different banks. Okay, so I only use 4 banks. By the way, I'll explain to you why later on. Okay, so that's up, down, and then wherever you are, you have direct access to the patches. This one is disabled for now. Okay, so I don't use this during practice sessions. Now, as I've said, I only use 4 banks. The reason being is that's all the sound that I need. 4 banks contains my clean tones, my rhythm tones, my miscellaneous tones, and then my lead tones as well. So 4 different banks. That's why I deviated away from stomp back boxes because for example, I have 4 different clean tones. I'll be needing 4 different boxes for each. And on top of that, I have my driven tones. So I stayed away from stomp boxes because I used that before and my pedal board grew so big I didn't like that. So just to keep things simple, where I have access to all the sound that I need, I just use the multi-effects, and it's very straightforward. It's up to you if you want to plug it straight to the amplifier or to the house mixer, or you can use a flat response, like a powered speaker type of thing. I rarely use the amplifier because I use stereo amp. In this case, right now, just for this session, I'm using my Aspire amp, okay, so which is in mono, but the usual setup that I do is in stereo. So I use a flat range speaker, a flat response one, because I don't have to do any mixing with the amp. Okay. It's pointless to use an amplifier when you have an amp and cab simulator in your effects unit already. But if you're using a stomp box wherein you don't have any cabinet and amp simulators, then the amplifier is the way to go. Anyway, I'll give you a glimpse of what my banks look like. So I have 4 different banks. So banks, and then beginning with blank 1, which is my clean tone. Bank 2 are my driven or rhythm tones, and then bank 3 are my miscellaneous tones, and bank 4 are my lead tones. Okay, we'll go to the naming. Let's go back to 1A, which I named this one as simply clean, right? The reason why is I don't want to name it limited, rather by naming it from some artist or from a band. For example, I have Brian May clean, Hendrix clean, Slash clean, Kirk Hammett clean, something like that. But it limited what I can do with the tones. So in essence, all these clean tones are interchangeable. You can use it for folk, rock, metal. They are device in a way that some are dry, some are clean. Later on I'll run down to tones, but for now I'll just show how I arranged my my tones in succession. So that's clean 1, clean 2, clean 3, clean 4 for the first bank. And then moving on to the second bank, I have a leftover clean tone, which I named dotted. You might guess what it sounds like. Okay, and then I have a slow drive, which is my beginning rhythm sound. And then I have the rhythm 1 beginning at 2C, which is the slightly rock rhythm. Then I have the metal rhythm going to 2D. Okay, so that's the second bank. Third bank will be my miscellaneous rhythm tones, which is based off after this rhythm 2, which is heavier than rhythm C, okay, or rhythm 1. So this one is the chorus version of that crunch tone. Then I have the same crunch tone, but this time with a flange, so to give me that airy feel. And then 3C is the harmony. Okay. Then 3D is another harmony, which is more lush. Oh, I have to rename this. Okay, this should be harmony 1. My apologies. Okay, let's toggle. There. Okay, so that's my slight harmony, my heavy harmony. And then moving on to my fourth bank, which comprises my lead tone. 4A, that's my sweet lead. Rock lead goes to 4B. Pop lead goes to 4C. And metal lead goes to 4D. And that's about it. All the rest, they're just blank. As you can see, they're just blank. Anyway, alright, and that's about it. 4 banks and 16 different tones at the touch of my foot. Alright, I'll give you a glimpse of what it sounds like on my upcoming video, as well as how it was set up on a per preset basis. But for now, that's about it. That's what my pedal board looks like and how I arranged my banks and patches. Alright, thank you. Good night.